Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Fathul Hakim and today I would like to share with you guys about the topic that I've chose, which is why Airbus A380 is a big failure and how this can affect airlines. So let me explain first and describe about the A380. So A380 comes with 4 massive engines and have a wingspan from wingtip to wingtip is nearly to 80 meters and can fit 500 passengers at one time. The aircraft first entered to service when Singapore Airlines made the aircraft first commercial flight from Singapore to Sydney on October 2007. The 239 Airbus A380s have been delivered to airlines around the world. So Airbus A380's largest customer, Emirates, that has ordered 162 of 313 orders, have cut the order in early 2019 to 123 A380s. So Airbus considered the mega project of A380s and decided to cancel the production by the end of 2021. Airbus competitor Boeing has produced Boeing 747 late 1960s and still being in production, still being produced up to this day. Airbus A380 mega project idea was started in year 2000. They estimated that the demand for a very large aircraft that greater than 400 seats will be over 1,250 over the next 2 decades. Airbus did not focus on the challenge that they might face because they really want to make the world's largest aircraft. Boeing refused to join venture with the Airbus because they didn't trust that the plan will going well. So the Airbus still sticks to the plan, and sadly, Airbus has announced stop production of A380, and it's not a piece of shocking news in the airline industry because they knew this day will come. So now I will explain to you guys about 2 factors that are in A380's failure. So first is a logistical nightmare. Second is operating efficiencies. So for the first point, why is it a logistical nightmare? So to manage the world's largest aircraft, it's difficult. With the wingspan is nearly to 80 meters compared to Boeing 747, which is only 68.5 meters wingspan. So due to support the aircraft, airports need to upgrade to a bigger and wider runways and taxiways, more gate space for A380s, and dual boarding bridges for top and bottom level of the aircraft. So for example, airports JFK, New York, has been spending over $175 million on infrastructure upgrades. There are not many airports that support A380. For example, in US, Canada, there are only 16 airports that are capable of accommodating the A380s compared to Boeing 747, that's double the number. So airlines are considered to use Boeing 747 come with more fuel efficient with more fuel efficient that the most successful aircraft that have been entered to service. Other than that, Boeing 777 and A350 provide the direct flight to the destination became more practical. So the second point for operating efficiencies, according to Qantas Airlines, and recent flight A380 from Sydney to LA cost $303,735 to transport 484 passengers to their destination. A 14 hours flight that a total operating cost is $21,838 per hour. So compared to Boeing 777, costs $422,000 to fly the same distance as the A380, and transport 361 passengers, and the operating cost is $13,601 US dollar per hour. Even though A380 can carry 34 more passenger than 777, but it also costs 60% more for the operating cost to fly in the same distance. The variant of new aircraft with more fuel efficient such as A350, 787 Dreamliner, and upcoming 777X, that the operating cost match to the unit cost of A380. Those are the reasons why the Airbus A380 is a failure. To be concluded, Airbus has failed to meet the current market's demand and end up need to turn down the world's largest aircraft in late 2021. So that's all for me. Thank you.